What is up, guys? We are back at it with another UFC Fight Night breakdown video. We had a UFC Fight Night in Winnipeg, Canada last night. Wild card, 4 for 6 on the picks, so not too bad. Stay tuned. We're going to really hammer down the next predictions video and go 100%. Let's get right into it. I just rolled out of bed, so pardon me if I don't look ready, but I'm fucking ready. Let's fucking do this. First fight of the night was Jamie Siraj versus John Giannis, and this was a great fight. So off rip, it's very fast counters from Siraj. Siraj is really, every time Giannis comes in, Siraj is countering super fast. Giannis clips Siraj early, drops him with a right hook. Siraj fought his way back in, but keeps getting clipped, and then boom, TKO shortly after that. So yeah, Siraj was doing all right, doing pretty good at the start, and then Giannis just kind of took over and just fucking got his ass, man. I mean, let's fucking go. So Canada was pissed about that. U.S. win though. Let's go U.S. baby. Next, John Castaneda versus Mark Vologdin. This was an interesting fight that resulted in a draw. Second draw we've seen 2 weeks in a row. I think there was a draw last week. Yeah, Padilla, that was a draw. So this doesn't want to load because I have bad Wi-Fi. So we're just going to look at this. All right. Yeah, John Castaneda versus Mark Vologdin. I think I got those names. I think I did. So round one, a lot of leg kicks early from Castaneda. They end up clinching up cage side. Vologdin gets hit in the nuts. Clear accident, but it does happen. They don't take a point, even though his corner was calling for a point already. Castaneda lands a good combo right after that break from that low blow. And then he's just like really, Vologdin's really just coming at him with these aggressive teeps. And they seem to be doing damage, but Castaneda's pretty much eating them. Castaneda clinches up cage side. Both guys trading combos. Vologdin's still working that teep and does a rolling kick at the end of the round, which was a fucking pattern for him in this fight for some reason. He was really into that fucking front flip roll, whatever I don't know what the actual term for that kick is, but he did it like 3 times. I just want to check. Next round, Vologdin is putting together some combos, but Castaneda is answering back so well. Vologdin lands a takedown twice, but he does. Castaneda is getting up quickly. He gets up quick. Vologdin's now on his back foot, which wasn't the case in the first round. He gets hit. He's getting hit with some pretty heavy shots, it looks like. Vologdin's hit in the nuts again, and then that's followed up by a couple shots as well. And the ref did take a point that time. Castaneda is now turning it up for the end of the round, just trying to really show some damage because he knows he's down that point. So round 3, both guys are on the leg kicks early. Castaneda's walking Vologdin down at this point, but Vologdin is tough as fuck. He's getting hit with hard shots, and he's just eating the chin on this guy is nuts. He's still countering. Vologdin shoots a takedown, fails. Again, just eating massive shots from Castaneda, and still responding too, but Vologdin looks tired, pushing forward with kicks and punches and a takedown at the end, attempted takedown at the end of the round. Does that fucking weird ass rolling flip kick thing again. And he really turned it up for the last 30 seconds, but not enough to secure him the perfect win. Majority draw. Someone had a 27-29, I think. There was one that was like not, I don't know, made no sense, but next, J.J. Aldrich versus Jamie Lynn Horth. Now, the judges were very shocked by this decision. But honestly, if you listen to it with no commentary, watch it with no commentary, I did actually think that J.J. Aldrich was winning, like, for majority of the fight. I mean, Horth had her moments for sure. But based on the significant strikes, I think was why everyone was so confused. Like total strikes, like, okay, this is the full fight. Exactly. 73 to 52, 20 more. So I don't know. 23 to 9. Yeah. See, like, this is why people are getting confused. Like, she was just outstruck every single time, except, yeah, even in the third. So it's hard. You know, you're not sure exactly where, I don't know what the judges were talking about, but I did think it was a lot closer than the judges or the commentators were making it sound. So round one, Aldrich is circling the cage. Both fighters landing some jabs and straights. Aldrich is mixing in some kicks. Horth starts doing the same. Fails the takedown and is now holding Horth cage side. Good exchanges and some big shots from Horth at the end of the round. So pretty low output from Aldrich in the first round, and not crazy output from Horth, but way more. So Aldrich is still circling off that back foot. Horth really using her frame to keep Aldrich at range. Heavy exchanges in the center of the octagon, both throwing a lot of body kicks now. That round was like a little better for Aldrich, but it's still very close. And then round three, Aldrich is landing some shots, combos, but Horth is firing back, walking Aldrich down any chance she gets. Aldrich shoots a takedown, doesn't get it, but hits her up top of the combo off that takedown attempt. Horth just putting together the longer combos, it seems. Like, Aldrich will land one, it'll be a 1-2, 1-2, 2-3, 1-2-3. You know, 3-punch combination at most, maybe 4. And Horth is 4, 5, 6, 7. 8-punch combination. You know what I mean? Like, she's just landing the longer combinations. And just tagging her up with knees. When she would come in, Horth would just tag her up with a knee. Every time she tried to close that distance, Horth was throwing a knee to the body every single time. And it was really smart plan. And then they had a really good exchange at the end of the round. Very close. Unanimous decision for Aldrich. I'm surprised it wasn't at least maybe split, but yeah. Aldrich was able to get that win. U.S., again, whooping Canada's ass. Next. This was a very good fight. Interesting fight, I guess I should say. Not very good, but very interesting. Melissa Croden versus Daria Zelezniakova. Not bad. Not bad. I don't think that's how you say it, but not bad. We're going to call her Daria while we're explaining this. So, flip over my notes. Guys, I take notes, all right? I'm a very professional UFC breakdown artist. All right, so round one, jabs and combo exchanges early from both girls. Good combos in the clinch from both of them as well. Daria is circling away continually while throwing in some low kicks. Croden seems to be winning the clinch exchanges, but barely. Croden clinches cage side. They break out. Darren's still circling and forcing Croden to chase her down and just kind of tagging her up as they go. So that first round, I definitely give to Daria. And then round two, also very close, and I think it could have went either way. So bigger exchanges in the middle early. Daria's still mixing in that body kick and landing some combos, then backing out. Just stick and move. She's doing a good job at that. Croden does land a big shot, forcing Daria to kind of literally turn and run away. So it must have hurt pretty good. They clinch up cage side, but Daria breaks out. Daria's landing some clean hooks. Croden is continuously pushing forward into that cage side clinch. Lands a takedown. Daria struggles to her feet. And she was grabbing the cage a lot. Ref wasn't really calling it. Well, I mean, he was saying don't grab the cage. He didn't do anything, though. Struggles to her feet, and then they have a wild exchange at the end of the round. So a lot closer. Could have went either way. Round three. Croden is still having to chase Daria with the way she's just circling around that cage and not really, Croden's not really trying to cut her off. She's just chasing her down. And still landing that stick and move. Just sticking her and moving. Croden does end up clinching cage side. Daria circles out and is landing that straight left over and over, it seems like. Croden lands a takedown. Daria gets up. Croden attempts a standing triangle against the cage. Fails that. But then she lands a takedown after that into top position. Daria gets up, eats some heavy shots from Croden against the very heavy shots against the cage. Croden lands a third takedown. Daria is just trying to defend for the end of the round. So yeah, that was a win for Melissa Croden, the first Canadian win of the night. But close fight. I think we could see a rematch at some point of that. That was very, I mean, if Daria had, I don't know, just gave a little bit more in maybe that third round, a little bit more in the second round, maybe would have separated her enough. Because the second round, it's probably like she won the first round and they probably gave Croden the second and the third. So if she did a little more in the second, she could have won it, or vice versa. Tanner Boser versus Gokhan Sarcham, I think. The heavy fucking weight division has been resurrected from the dead. Everyone saw Curtis and Hokit and they're like, holy fuck, this is the standard now. Round one. So what? Oh, okay. Yeah. So round one. Heavy shots in the center of the octagon. Exchanges early. Saracham walks down Boser with some combos and shoots a takedown. Fails. Boser throws Saracham to the canvas, then tries to get the finish. Unable to do so. Saracham shoots another takedown. Boser is dipping his head and throwing big overhand shots over and over again. Saracham wobbles Boser and hurts him, but he holds it together and clinches up for the end of the round. So already we're seeing both guys almost getting finished in round one. And the pace, like for heavyweights, the pace these guys are doing is like nuts. Like it's literally insane. Heavyweights making a comeback, man. Everyone saw Tai Tuivasa and they're like, wow, we should either get rid of this division or these guys better lock the fuck in. Tai Tuivasa versus Taliesin Teixeira. Yeah, they saw that shit. They're like, no. Okay, round two. Boser runs down a good combo early, mixing in some leg kicks. Saracham lands a big shot, drops Boser, but he stays in it. Boser's got a chin on him, man. So I thought Boser's landing some elbows in the clinch, holding Saracham cage side. They break out. Boser swings big shots, lands some of them into the cage side clinch. Saracham eats a combo, backs up. Saracham lands a huge right, and then TKOs Tanner Boser. God fucking damn. Wild shit. So yeah, good fight from these heavyweights, man. Good to see it finish. Good to see these heavyweights fucking getting after it, Where's he from? Fucking Canadian loss, man. Julian LeBlanc versus Robert Valentin. Another finish. Round one of the one and only round from these two. Basically, light work up top. Valentin takes him down. Rear naked choke into a submission. I mean, this was Valentin's debut, and he definitely was out to show people he doesn't mess around. His mother died shortly before this fight, maybe even in camp. I wasn't really super paying attention, so, I mean, you can only imagine the emotions running through this guy, and he was able to either push those aside or use them to his advantage and get this submission win for his UFC debut. Very tough. That's very sad, man. Wish him the best. I hope he does great things in the UFC. Performance of the night, Dennis, another debut, right? Barbosa, I don't think has fought in the UFC before. Dennis Buzekicha, I don't know. Dennis versus Marcio Barbosa. Another round one knockout for Marcio Barbosa, man. It's his 17th round one knockout, I think, in a row. I think. Maybe not in a row, but in general, it definitely is. So, the fight starts out kind of slow, very faint, heavy in the first minute. Dennis is throwing some kicks in early. Barbosa slips a combo, and knocks him out with a left hook. Just touched him. Boom, instant death. It's fucking crazy. Wow, Chip, man, the power that this guy carries in his hands is unlike any other. Like I said, I think that's literally like his 17th first-round knockout. All right, that concludes the prelims, and Barbosa was my pick. If you guys remember, in the fucking prediction video, I said, bet your house, bet your children, bet everything, sell everything, bet it all on this guy, and you would have made a lot of money if you did. He was a heavy favorite though. Thiago Moises versus Gage Young. What the fuck? This was a very close fight. Could have went either way. Thiago Moises was my pick, so I'm a little biased. I thought he probably won it split decision, so at least one of the judges thought he won it too. Let's get into it. But the total strikes apparently is much different. But Moises was just landing the heavier strikes, I thought. All right, round one. Moises is pressing forward early into a clinch. Young's defending it well. He's working in some low kicks. Moises lands a takedown off of an inside trip. Young's on his feet with Moises on his back after that. They end up on the ground for the end of the round. So, yeah, like I said, I think even though the strikes were, very close, like I said, the significant strikes from Moises seem to be hurting Young more than vice versa. Round two, this round was a lot better for Young. Young's trying to work his way in with some shots. Moises fails a single leg takedown attempt. Young's attacking the body, and then he sprawls on a takedown. Young's landing some combos and working his jab well. Moises lands a good shot, drops Young, sort of slipped maybe, so not really a drop, but it looked like it. Yeah, for the end of the round there. So that's why I kind of thought he might have even stolen that round. But round three was definitely Young's, I thought. So round three, Moises lands a big hook early. Young stuffs the takedown twice. Young lands a good combo against the cage. Moises is starting to look tired now. He's laying on his back. Like if he gets thrown to the ground or wherever, he's starting to lay on his back and wanting Young to come into his guard. Super fucking lame ass shit. Shouldn't have been doing that. But yeah, he stuffs two takedowns actually, and then Young lands a good combo against the cage. Young drops Moises, looking for a finish. Moises lands some heavy shots, wild combos for the end of the round. So yeah, very close. Turned it up at the end for sure, both guys. And then yeah, the split, I would like to make that known as a split decision, went to Gage Young, G Money, I think they call him. So yeah, he's up and coming. He's gonna do well. I think he'll be a good fighter. But Thiago Moises also was very good. So that was a good test for him that he passed. Jasmine Jasudavicius versus Karine Silva. Now, Karine Silva may have killer tattooed across her fucking chest, but she was not a killer in here tonight. Jasmine able to get that win. I believe she is the teammate of Mike Malott, who also got the win later in the night. So round one, very, very slow. First couple of minutes, not a lot happening. Jasmine's looking for a big shot. It seems like Jasmine lands a takedown into top control, but Silva has a high body lock, and Jasmine is looking for a way out. Silva's landing some ground and pound and really dominating from that bottom position. I gave her the first round. I think she won the first round. So I think Jasmine knew that, and then round two, she was like, oh shit, I got to turn this up. So a good combo off rip from Jasmine, landing some shots, walking forward, shooting a takedown. Silva jumps the guillotine off that takedown attempt. Jasmine does land the takedown and gets out of another submission attempt into side control, where that seems to be her bread and butter. Side control is she's safer from submissions, and she's able to do some more damage from that position. Yeah, round two close, probably Jasmine's round. Now round three, Silva starting out with some low kicks. Jasmine lands a good combo, lands another takedown cage side. Silva looking for a triangle. Jasmine gets to side control again, landed some elbows. Silva's looking for a submission again. Jasmine still landing some ground and pound. And she tries for a rear naked choke at the end of the round. Secures herself the unanimous decision win in her home field of Canada on the Canadian soil. Good for her. She was my pick also, so also happy about that. Next, goddamn rat garbage. Mandel Nalo, a.k.a. I think he's rat garbage, right? He's who they call rat garbage. Oh, no, they call him Mango. Who the hell do they call rat garbage? Is that Jai Herbert? No. What am I talking about? Whatever. There's one of these fighters they call rat garbage. Mandel Mango Nalo. Man, I had high hopes for this guy, man. He is strong. Like, don't get me wrong, he's powerful. But Jai Herbert's a vet, man. He's good. He's fucking good, and he showed he can stand in there and still get it done with guys who are younger prospects. Like, holy shit, man. Don't fucking doubt Jai Herbert again. Round 1, Nalo lands a head kick and a big right early. Nalo drops him. Then Herbert drops Malo. Nalo then gets the finish. Oh, Nalo. No, Nalo doesn't. Then gets finished after Herbert drops him again. Crazy shit. Yeah, I thought it was over for Jai Herbert. Like, I literally was like, oh, there we go. Boom, my pick just won. He fucking holds it together, keeps it together, answers back with his own, and TKO finishes Mandel Nalo. Crazy stuff, man. So another Canadian taking an L. A lot of Canadian L's on their own soil. That sucks. Kyler Phillips versus Charles Jourdain. Fight of the night on this one. That makes sense. This is a very good fight. Some people were really upset about this decision, and it was close, so I see where that's coming from. So round 1, Phillips is pressuring hard early. Lands a takedown off of one of Jourdain's kicks. Jourdain tries and fails an armbar. Very aggressive grappling from Phillips. I mean, he is on Jourdain. Like, he is on Jourdain. Phillips is, like I said, Phillips is literally just all over him. Jourdain's gets out, trying to press forward, landing big shots, clinch cage side for the end of the round. Now, round 2. Phillips lands a nice trip on Jourdain. Jourdain still looking for that submission. Struggles to his feet. Crazy clinch brawling from these guys. Jourdain's finishing, finding some openings now. And Phillips clinches up cage side. Jourdain's throwing Phillips down. Jourdain's throwing crazy shit, flying knees, weird bicycle kick fucking things for the end of the round. So much closer round. Could have been either way. Probably Jourdain got that one. So round 1, I think Phillips got. Round 2, I think Jourdain got. So I think it's 1-1 going into round 3. Jourdain still keeping on that front foot. Now he's the one pressing forward. We didn't see that in the first round. Still keeping on that front foot. Phillips firing back, though, every chance he gets. Phillips gets Jourdain to the ground. Some dirty boxing from Jourdain in this clinch. Flying knee from Jourdain again. Leads to a takedown, though, for Phillips. Jourdain gets up, throws Phillips down. Jourdain throwing some crazy shots at the end of the round. Wild fight. Crazy shots being thrown. Jourdain gets that unanimous decision win. I did think it was very close. Yeah, so that was a wild fight. You know, I mean, even though the total strikes weren't that high, it was the grappling was aggressive. Phillips was on his ass. Jourdain was looking for submissions every time it got to the ground. They were both trying to do something to finish this fight, it seemed like. Now, for the one we've all been waiting for. The main event of the night. Gilbert Burns versus Mike Malott. My boy Mike Malott got it done. Man, Gilbert Burns, he's on a fucking... He retired, rightfully so, after this. He just doesn't have it in him anymore, man. It's just crazy because he was such a good guy. Like, he was so fucking good. And honestly, I do think he's better than Mike Malott. I just picked Mike Malott because like Burns doesn't have it anymore. Whatever it is, Burns does not have it anymore. So round 1, nut shot early from Burns off rip. Malott taking that very respectfully. Lands a 2-punch combo early. Burns is looking for a big shot. It seems like Malott lands a good combo off a takedown attempt. Burns is looking to land that left hook. And the defense for Malott seemed to be on point. The head movement, the blocks, everything. He just seemed to be moving very smart defensively. Lateral movements. He's just, staying sharp. He looked very calm in this high pressure scenario. So round 2, Malott is countering so well, defending the takedown super well. I don't think Burns was able to get a single takedown this whole fight. Oh my god, guys, I'm fucking tired. Which is wild because UFC literally ends at fucking 11 o'clock now. It's not like 1 o'clock in the morning like it was in the old days, man. Holy shit, though. I'm fucking here making this video. Care about my fans, but I'm tired as fuck. All right, round 2. Like I said, he was defending super well. He's having some success with that calf kick, it seems like. Burns gets hurt by a big shot. He's covering up. Malott can smell that, looks for that finish, just landing some well-angled shots, putting together good combos while still defending the takedowns at the end of the round. Round 3. So first 2, Malott all the way. Round 3. Burns is swinging in some heavy shots early, trying to get some respect from Malott, it seems. Malott stuffs another takedown. Malott sits him down with a big combo, but he gets up. Then he gets dropped again and finished TKO by Malott. And, good for Malott, able to get that win in front of his Canadian, all his fans on Canadian soil, in front of his family. He will be a ranked contender now. Gilbert Burns, though, man, hung the gloves up at the end of this one, and I don't blame him. I mean, he's on. Let's see here. What he's on like a crazy skid right now. Lot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought it was even worse than that, but anyway, yeah, it's a 5-fight skid. I mean, at some point you just know. I mean, granted they're good guys, but at some point you just know, like, yeah, it's over for me, man. Which sucks. Gilbert Burns is a great. Honestly, I think he's better than Mike Malott. At least in his prime, he was. I'd put Mike Malott against Khamzat, see how he does. Mike Malott versus Khamzat, that's not going down the way it went down with Gilbert Burns. I mean, Gilbert Burns is a tough-ass motherfucker. Mike Malott's good, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, I thought he was going to win, but it's just because Burns doesn't have it anymore. Prime Burns, dude, holy shit, Burns was good. So that was UFC Fight Night in Winnipeg, Canada. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, drop a like, subscribe. I really want to quit my job, so subscribers would be really cool. Really, really cool. Peace.